little babies in the garden. One found a flower and smelled it hard. Mama called the gardener and the gardener said, no more babies sniffing flowers in the yard.
Four little babies in the garden. One found a butterfly and chased it far. Mama called the gardener and the gardener said, no more babies chasing butterflies in the yard.
Three little babies in the garden. One picked up a leaf and waved it high. Mama called the gardener and the gardener said, no more babies waving leaves in the yard.
Two little babies in the garden. One rolled in the grass and giggled so. Mama called the gardener and the gardener said, no more babies rolling in the grass, let's go!
One little baby in the garden. She sat in the shade and sang a sweet song. Mama called the gardener and the gardener said, let's all go inside and play where we belong.
Five little babies at the park. One climbed a tree and went up so high. Mama called the park keeper and the park keeper said, no more babies climbing trees, oh my! Four little babies at the park. One found a swing and went swinging up. Mama called the park keeper and the park keeper said, no more babies swinging, it's time to stop. Three little babies at the park. One jumped in a puddle, splashing wide. Mama called the park keeper and the park keeper said, no more puddles, let's enjoy the ride.
Two little babies at the park. One found a ball and kicked it far. Mama called the park keeper and the park keeper said,
no more kicking balls, let's go home by car. One little baby at the park. He picked up a stick and played with it right. Mama called the park keeper and the park keeper said, let's go home now and say goodnight.
A little more fun for the song.
Five little babies in the zoo. One saw a tiger and said, peekaboo.
Mama called the zookeeper and the zookeeper said, no more babies talking to the tigers too. Four little babies in the zoo. One saw a lion and said, how do you do? Mama called the zookeeper and the zookeeper said, no more babies talking to the lions too.
Two little babies in the zoo. One saw a monkey and said, I'll play too.
Mama called the zookeeper and the zookeeper said, no more babies playing with the monkeys too.